Tick 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 do 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 do.
Are we doing this first?
Yeah, let's do Podcast Awards bumper. Take one. Don't laugh.
I'm sorry.
I had a whole thing I was going to do. Podcast Awards bumper. Take two. Richard, it is that amazing time of year again where we torture ourselves with the thought that we can win a trophy. They say that our generation was the generation where everyone got a trophy, but for you and me, that was not the case. As we once again throw our hats in the ring for the 2020 Podcast Awards.
That's right, John. For the fifth year in a row, we are putting ourselves up as one of the contenders to make the state. Oh, God, fuck. I already fucked it up. The slate. It's a slate. It's a slate.
Take it from... Oh, start over. Richard, it is that amazing time of year again where we torture ourselves with the thought that you and I, Richard, can win a trophy. They say that they're... This is not a referendum on how you podcast, Shawn. This is just a spot. Richard, it is that amazing time of year again where we torture ourselves with the thought that you and I, yes, you and I, Richard, can win a trophy. They say that our generation was the generation where everyone got a trophy, but as you know, you and I, that is not the case. As we once again go to throw our hats in the ring for the 2020 Podcast Awards.
That's right, Sean. For the fifth year in a row, we are putting ourselves up as one of the contenders to make the slate for the 2020 Podcast Awards. So here's what you do. You go to podcastawards.com. You sign up and then you vote. Who do you vote for, Sean? You vote for us. You vote for the language of bromance. Now, this is going on from July 12th. 2020 through July 31st, also 2020.
It's July 1st. I put a on there.
Damn.
Take four. Richard, it is that amazing time of year again where we torture ourselves with the thought that you and I, yes, Richard, you and I can win a trophy. They say that our generation was the generation where everyone got a trophy, but you know what? That has not been the case for you and me. As we once again throw our hats in the ring for the 2020 Podcast Awards.
That's right, Sean. For year number 5, the fifth year in a row, we're putting ourselves up as one of the contenders to make the slate for the 2020 Podcast Awards. So listen, here's what you do. You go to podcastawards.com. You sign up. And then you vote for the language of bromance. Now, this goes on from July 1st through July 31st, and that both dates are in 2020.
Ooh, yeah. And even though I've stepped away from Strange Indeed, make sure you go over and give Rima a vote as well.
Yeah, because then we could make the year even stranger. Indeed. Come on. And then you make the language of bromance and Strange Indeed as two amazing podcasts that are on the slate in this year's Podcast Awards.
So go to podcastawards.com in the month of July and vote every day.
Every day, every morning, you can go to Podcast Awards and vote for your favorite podcast. That's us.
Language of Bromance and Strange Indeed are the ones you should go to vote for every day.
That's all I got.
Perfect. That's pretty good. I like it.
So you just need a warm up. That's all you needed.
True.
What's up, everybody? I'm Richard.
Oh, I missed my cue. Sorry. It's like it was a missed connection. And I'm Shawn.
God damn it. It was like the daddest dad joke you could make as we are speaking the language of bromance. And Shawn, even though you completely stole my intro, no, you didn't. This week, we are doing something that I totally got a kick out of the last time we did it. And now I have a huge list. So, Shawn, you and I are going to learn about unrequited love, about apparently a lot of people need work on their house.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Right. And some people, some people are good, but it's not everybody. Shawn,
well, I don't know if you know, Richard, our last Misconnection episode was one of our biggest of all time. And I'm pretty sure we had somebody find their ice cream.
Yeah.
We had somebody fall in love and get married. Like our podcast has like changed those missed connections into some sexy connections. Yeah.
No, the guy keep them separated. Some of these people need to be separated.
Yeah.
Not good.
You found mine, didn't you?
I did. I found yours. So we're gonna dive right into it.
So remind everybody what this is.
So what this is I have combed through the interwebs. I've looked on. I've gone to Craigslist. I've gone to I found some other sites.
Craigslist, where people go to get kidnapped.
Yeah. There's a couple in here that I'm like, I'm gonna read them to you, and I'm like, if you want to get murdered, this is how you do it.
Those are the kind of people who show up like, where's the lotion in the basket?
I was gonna look on Reddit for some of these, but you know what, Shawn? There is a Misconnection subreddit that is now set to private. Can't go in there anymore. Which, how do you? My question is how do you get into the Misconnection subreddit?
Don't you just
to
have to
post your
those?
Misconnection?
Don't you just have to subscribe to those then you get in, or does
was subscribed. I got booted.
Oh,
I think maybe they listen to the show. They're maybe like, this fucker's making fun of us. Wait a minute.
I just wanted some ice cream and a hand job, and this fucker's over here making fun of it.
What a bastard. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Blocked. Dear ass face, you are no longer allowed to be in our subreddit.
So, Shawn, first I'm going to start you off with a theme. And the theme, apparently, you ever hear of Angie's List?
Yeah, that's where you get people to like come and like babysit or clean your gutters, or
they clean your gutters or fix your house or whatever. Yeah. I think some people are confusing Angie's List with Craigslist. Now, I'm going to read some of these, and I want you to tell me if you think I'm wrong, okay? So
is it more of like, so Angie's List is like the Target of help sites, and Craigslist is like the Walmart?
Maybe. Maybe this is we're now going to go to the Home Depot of Angie's List. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
The Home Depot of the internet. Okay, so the title of this one is Older Organ Tuner.
I feel like that's a innuendo.
I don't think so, Shawn, because I'm reading this and it says older guy.
Is your organ a little flat? I can tune it. I can tune it by the sound of my voice.
Okay. It says older guy that's looking to meet up and tune your organ and pipes. And the little guys under it. Because, whenever I'm playing the organ, like I do every Sunday at my local church,
you were sick.
As I'm playing the organ, there's always a lot. I always have little people that help me. They like push the pedals on the while I'm playing the organ.
A lot of people don't know this, but like when organs were first invented, that's what they were meant to do. I don't think that's how organs sound. They're more like, let me see if I can do it, because there's an organist at the White Sox games. I can't do it, but basically she said the na 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 song. But organs sound cool, especially at ball games. Like bam, 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 bam. I can't make an organ sound.
I had an electric organ in my house when I was growing up.
Poser. That's not a true organ. You don't get the true essence of an organ sound through electric.
No, but I figured out how to play the Star Wars theme on it, and so
Oh,
that's
nice.
the only song I ever did.
Imperial
So I just
March?
go up to even when I was older and I go to visit my parents, I walk past the organ, I'd be like, and then walk away.
Look at your mom. No training at all. Self-taught.
He's so talented. Okay, so older guy that's looking to meet up and tune your organ and pipes and the little guys under it. We meet someplace and I jump in your car, no chit chat, no BS. I just get right to work, have it out and ready, and leave it next to me. To which I ask, how would you get an organ into your car? That makes no sense.
Richard, I'm pretty sure that this guy is talking about his electric organ, which you could take with you because they're smaller. So what he does
That
is
makes sense.
He tunes your electric organ, and he's like, hey, now that I've had my hands all over your organ, your electric organ, it's in tune, and I've wiped everything down, so there's no evidence. So people will think it's brand new.
Why are you worried about evidence?
Well, because you want people to think that, some old man hasn't had his hands all over your organ.
I'm just imagining, what if you answered this ad and then you pull up to somewhere and you have a trailer hitched to your car and there's an organ in the back?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, get to work.
Dude gets in and grabs your dick. You're like, hey, I'm married.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
Get to work.
Somebody's getting a bad Yelp review.
I got the little guys in the back. They're looking.
I should have gotten a Angie's list.
You sick sickie. Ooh, goosed me.
The organ's in the back, and he's like, well, that's weird.
There's little people back there.
I've never messed with it. I've never seen it done like that before.
But I did say no questions asked.
Why's your organ in the back? You pull up and you're wearing a Phantom of the Opera mask. Organ's in the back.
Quick, play starts in 20 minutes. I got an out-of-tuned organ. Well, whatever gets you prepped for a show.
Cosplay. All right, Shawn, for my next one, this is someone says, handyman in search of a woman who might need period. Not the word period, but the punctuation mark period.
I was going to say.
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Handyman in search of woman who might need ... And then that's the header. And then underneath it says ... Some friendly work done.
I was going to say, if it was what you said, but handyman in for woman who needs period, if, I don't know a lot about women, but if you haven't had your period in a while, you might want to get checked out by a doctor. Not this handyman.
True story.
He's not going to fix the problem.
Just an attractive and fit handyman out in the county area working. Maybe you need a quick screw tightened or something hammered into place. Maybe I can swing through quick for you and help with that. Interested in women only. Now, that seems like an odd thing for a handyman.
I know, because I've got some stuff that needs hammered and put in place here, and I tip really well. So he's missing out.
It's true, he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's a constant over tipper.
Yep.
So am I. But
not a small tip. I give the full tip. It's people when they're done.
I mean, he says he gives the full tip, but he's his conception of tip and your conception of tip may vary.
Yeah, I go bill full deep with my tip.
Yeah, I mean, if you have, he won't give you $20, but he'll give you his last dollar, if that makes sense.
That's true.
Yeah. Says, maybe I can swing through quick for you and help with that. Interested in women only. I do have pics. So why do you need pictures of your handyman? Maybe he's showing off pictures of his tools.
I bet he's showing off pictures of his work. Like, you're going to look at it, he's like, here's my picture of when I met Samantha, and she
so
had...
you text this guy, and he sends you, like, a photo of a banister.
No, it's a picture of a, like, he's like, this woman needed a lot of stuff hammered into place, and I got it all fixed up for her.
And then you're like, what are you doing? You're just showing me where's the dick pictures? These are home improvement conject. He's like, admire the scroll work. You son of a bitch.
Look at the accent that I put on this banister.
I don't know, like, I didn't know that apparently Craigslist has become a spot. The misconnection spot is if you're looking for somebody to do work, like, like work around your house or, work on your organ.
Like you said, Angie's List is available for that. Do you think Angie's List is like that? Like, do you think you go to Angie's List and you see like 5
oh my God, wouldn't that be
guy?
fucked up? Like you go to Angie's List and you're like, yeah, I need someone to help me put on a back deck. And then somebody's like, I'll help you put on a back deck. And you're like, oh, thank God. What do you charge?
Yeah.
And he's like, charge? I don't know, $50? Holy shit, great.
Yeah.
Can you come over right now? I really need this done. Really.
This yard is soaking wet right now, and I think it'd be the best time to get it fixed. I've got a drainage issue.
I need this done as soon as possible.
I mean, it is just so wet out here that I need you to come out and help me dry it out.
Yeah, and then the dude comes over and he's like, all right, and starts to take his shirt off, and you're like, it's not that hot. The deck's out anyway, the lumber's out back. And he's like, wait a minute. Oh. All right, well, I guess I'm building the deck.
He's like, in the backyard, how kinky. It's like, well, I mean, where else would you put a porch? They always go in the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, porch, wink, wink.
Yeah.
So when's the wife get home? Well, she'll be home in like an hour or two. That's why I'm hoping to get this done before she gets here. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. We would only caught mid-decking.
Of course, makes sense.
2 hours later, you get like halfway through the deck. He's like, are we going to fuck or what?
You're like, what do you mean? I got you off Angie's List. Be like, yeah, that's what Angie's List is for now. Really? Oh.
Well, I'll give you $100. Miscommunication, huh?
Maybe a missed communication, huh? Huh? Get out.
You can show yourself out.
Okay, so had a couple of those. Now I'm gonna another thing that is taking place on misconnections is apparently this is a way for some love guru to flex his muscles, and he's gonna show people his tips and secrets.
Oh, is this like the Barney love guru who basically just has sex with all of his clients?
That's exactly what I thought of when I read this, and that's why I was like, yeah, I need to share this. This is this man says, I think it's a man, says, I help women of all ages and backgrounds grow and learn about themselves sexually.
I'm glad he cleared that up. This is a guy. I mean, obviously, this is dude.
Yeah, just in case things were unclear.
It's like, oh, well, I was struggling with my career path, and I thought, well, maybe I do want to take that VP position.
What about calculus? Dude, no? Just the sex, huh?
Do you have to go to school for that? I feel like you need to go to school for that.
I want to know what school would teach that.
Calculus or the sex guru?
You will become more confident and liberated around men.
Oh, you know what he does, Richard?
What?
Like when you get somehow this dude talks like some chick into banging him, and like he's like super loud. So he's just like, trust me, your self-confidence will be amazing. And she takes off his shirt. He's like, oh my God. Oh.
Says you will become more confident and liberated around men. So I'm sure it's like, okay, now tell me I'm cute. I think you're cute. No one's ever spoken to me like that before.
Is it him saying this?
Yeah, this is him. He's like, no one's ever spoken to me like that before. Thank you. See, that's all you have to do. And then she's like, really?
No, you know what he does? This is a trick of like what douchebags do. He's like, you know what? I've never had an orgasm while having sex.
You will learn how to attract the man you desire and stop the cycle of attracting Mr. Wrong. You will find greater satisfaction in relationships with yourself and with others.
Nothing says like you're on the right track like having sex with a love guru, because that is rock bottom.
Shawn, now there are, we're get there, but he says you will find greater satisfaction in relationships with yourself and others. You will discover the art of multiple orgasms.
Oh, that's a myth. This dude's totally lying.
When alone and with your partner. You're shaking your head. You don't believe it.
Well, I mean, I do believe in the multiple orgasms. I just don't believe this dude's going to accomplish it. He's going to get done and be like, well, I guess you're a failed cause. Sorry, bye.
You will become a magnet, attracting anyone you desire. You will learn what a dating profile should convey.
Oh, damn, this dude's got to be kind of hot.
What pictures and poses attract the man you desire. You're like, all right, this is it's time for the photo shoot session.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to videotape this for research purposes. Totally don't look at loveguru.com on Pornhub.
This is purely for training purposes. When I'm with other gurus at the Guru Expo, which is me and 5 other guys sitting in my garage
at the trailer park.
What pictures and poses attract the man you desire? Also, you will learn what a dating profile should convey. What pictures and poses attract the man you desire? Parentheses, nothing X-rated. Close parentheses.
BS. It starts out clean, but then it gets super dirty. And the thing, too, with that, Richard, it's like, I'll tell you what poses get men hot. And all you have to be like after that when you're in there is like any of them. It's like, oh my God, that's so hot. What is that? And she's like, it's my knee. It's like, oh, it kind of looked like a vagina.
That's
now
amazing.
I totally see
You're amazing. You are such a strong and beautiful person. No, this is the sentence.
Women's rights. Women's rights.
This is the sentence that had me going. Okay, ready? I typically do not have any sexual contact with women I am coaching.
I mean, I'm running about like 90-10. 90% we have sex, 10% it's a handy.
I typically do not have any sexual contact with the women I'm coaching. This is not about me having sex with you. Although you'll possess the ability to win even me over if you implement what you learned from me.
This is the whole, like, I mean, you've heard of all the, like, the yogis and stuff, right? That start up these, like, yoga cults.
Yeah.
And they start banging all their clients.
Yeah.
Kind of what this is.
That's exactly what this is. Be like, listen, like, I usually don't sleep with my students, but I mean, the things that I'm teaching you, like, they're dangerous. Like, don't even use them on me because I don't know if I'd be able to resist. Wait,
did you just send me a picture? Is that your knee?
I can't resist.
Oh.
I don't want to resist. I can't resist, right? Oh my God, shirt comes off.
Mm-hmm. Like, I thought this was just the consultation.
So here's the brochure.
This just looks like one big dick pic. It's multiple dick pics, one, but thank you.
I typically do not have, like, I typically don't. I mean, sometimes, but like, to be fair.
This is the dude that goes out, like, we did an episode a long time ago where your wife got, like, a dick pic from some dude that she was trying to help out of a bar. Like, this is that dude.
100%.
Yep.
I bet you this guy's name is Chad. This guy sounds like a Chad or a Hunter.
I was thinking Brad.
Ooh, Brad. Yeah. Although you possess, don't be hesitant or apprehensive. You will grow and learn about yourself and how the opposite sex works. Send the email now. You will experience zero pressure. You'll learn as you're ready and as your confidence grows. Some women need to start with the basics. Some women are already very close to their desired magnetic abilities. We'll discover where you are with some initial consulting.
Richard, my skin's crawling.
I do not charge a fee. This is about energies, karma, so to say. Thank you for letting me help you. And you're sure quite welcome for my free time. What a fucking douche monkey.
Yeah. You know the bad thing too, Richard? If you look at the likes or the tweets or the retweets or whatever it is on there, this has probably worked for him.
His name is Michael. I do not charge a fee. This is about energies, blah, 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 blah.
Is he an archangel, Richard? Is he trying to save people? Like, people show up like, I want to learn to fuck. He's like, you should accept God into your heart and Jesus. I'm the archangel, Michael.
I only ask that you be honest, coachable, and true to yourself.
Richard,
my name is Michael.
Holy shit, this could be like a supernatural episode.
And I hope to hear from you when you're ready.
Oh my God, Richard. This is Michael the Archangel.
What a fucking douche.
Yeah.
I don't charge. But but you're welcome for me giving you my free time.
But I mean, if you want to
for me to try and get in your pants.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's like, hey, you feel bad about yourself, I'll make you feel good. But he's not going to make you feel good, Richard.
Okay, so this next one is very short, but I have...
This next one is not a date rapist, Shawn.
It's not. This is very short, but I have so many questions, all right? Looking for a pair of very powerful, crushing hands. Genuine.
Coconuts? He's like, I got these, like, case of coconuts that I need crushed.
See, you want to know how to get murdered. This is how you get murdered.
That's true. You get, like, if it's a dude looking for a lady with some big, strong, like, hands.
Yeah.
He's like, I like to be
genuine
choked.
guy need.
Oh, he needs a dude?
Somebody.
Or she needs a dude?
They need a dude. They need a dude with very powerful, crushing hands. Be like, I need something that can just, like, smash a windpipe into tiny bits.
How are your hands? Like, I have weak hands. Like, my hands are not super strong.
Well, I jerk off way more than you do, so I'm sure mine are pretty good.
Well, I mean, I don't, like, crush my penis. Because we also had an episode where we talked about the dead penis syndrome.
Death grip.
And you're like, oh, my God, I have it. I'm like, yeah, I think you do.
Yeah. I was afraid that I did. Turns out I don't.
No, you do, because I had you grab that banana. I'm like, well, how tight? And you're like, pfft. I'm like, yeah, it's too tight.
You wouldn't tell.
Try it with a cucumber. Yeah, way too tight.
This is how you do it.
Well, how do you do it with your balls? Hand you an orange? Yeah, way too tight, Richard. How do you still have a penis? I don't.
Your poor wife. But yeah, looking for a pair of very powerful, crushing hands. That is how you get murdered. Be like, I need some guy with giant hands to just smash my fucking throat into oblivion.
Ooh, no. You know what this is, Richard? This is somebody who just wants to cuddle. I want somebody with big, strong hands to hold me tight against their bosom and make me feel safe. But a little like dangerous, though. It's like, oh my God, you could crush me if you want to, but I know you won't because you're a big teddy bear. That's right, I'm a big teddy bear.
I don't believe it.
Have you ever shook hands with somebody that like grips your hand too tight?
Yes.
Isn't it weird?
It's so weird because it's almost like it's like a dick measuring contest.
Yeah,
in a way, they come up and they grab your hand and they squeeze it really tight. Like they're like, "Look at me, I'm so much more alpha than you." Be like, "What do you think about that, you little beta cuck?" And I'm like, "Come the fuck on!" Like it's a handshake.
Yeah, you're like, "Watch this, I'll give you a hand job." And you grab it, and you're like, Pfft. He's like, "Oh God!" Like, see,
so that's happened twice, and
yeah, family reunions are weird.
Yep. Now no one approaches me in a bar anymore. And I'm fine with it.
No, but see, like, so my method when I go to shake hands is I judge based off kind of like what their hand is. So, like, if like your hands embrace, and if like the person kind of has like a weaker handshake, I don't squeeze it. But if they've got a little bit tighter grip, I give a little bit tighter grip.
Yeah, because like I said, it's like a dick measuring contest. Like that's what it turns into.
Kind of, yeah, yeah. The whole time, like when I met my father-in-law,
stupid. Like just shake a hand. Like
Yeah.
I like when I shake somebody's hand, like I'm firm. Like I'm,
yeah. And then if it's light, you're like, oh, you fucking cook.
and I punch him with my other hand.
Where's your wife? You're like, she's dead.
And then I rail his wife.
Yeah. God bless America.
Yeah. You've never introduced me to your wife, by the way.
I know.
We've been together almost 10 years. You've never heard, not once.
Well, the first time I did, I'm like, hey, this is Richard. And you went to shake her hand. You're like, hey, look how tight my grip is. You tried to pull my pants down.
I'm like, you like that, you filthy cuck?
Is he trying to lick your dick, Shawn? Yeah, that's what he does. This is Richard.
Yeah. This is weird.
Yeah, it's awkward. Just let me finish. And then move on. How long does it take?
Why are you looking at my eyes when you do it? This is weird. You're weird. This next one, I feel is fucking genius. This is a genius idea. Okay.
Not like Love Guru Genius.
No, not love. No, this one is genuinely genius. Like this doesn't sound like well, I mean, maybe a little bit scammy, but not in a nefarious way.
Okay. It's not super manipulative, just kind of manipulative, or not manipulative at all.
Right. Okay. So discreet, laid back couple. Okay. 35 male and a 21-year-old female.
Oh, damn. That dude's robbing the cradle.
Okay. So what they're doing. So discreet, laid back couple seeking a convenient place to have a fun time somewhere off of some. So basically what this is it's a boyfriend and girlfriend, but they live kind of far apart. So what they're doing is they're looking for a mutual meeting spot.
Uh-huh.
Like in the middle.
The 35-year-old's like,
so they can fuck.
Cindy's dad doesn't like me to come over to her house because, we're like 14 years apart and she's still in school. Dude, 14 years, especially at that age, that's a huge difference.
Discreet laid back couple seeking a convenient place to have fun time to time somewhere off of this boulevard in this town. Yes, it's kind of a kink and fun. Yes, we both live close by, but can't use where either of us lives. Ideally, you're older to a way older male or female, and you have a place in these, and he lists the name of a suburb.
No, Richard.
And you're available some nights, time to time, between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.
That's a short window.
Well, it's like when you get off work.
Yeah, but I mean,
they both get off work, and it's like ideally they're looking for something like on their evening commute.
Yeah, but that never works out because you get off work at 5, you get out of the office by like 5:15. By the time you get there, it's like 6:15. You get a little snack, small talk. Before you know it, you gotta leave.
No. See, like honestly, like everything you just said makes 5 to 7 the perfect window.
Yeah, good point.
Because it's like you get off work at 5:15, you get over to the place around like 5:45. You relax for a second. You sit down on the couch, you watch some TV, and then you take your clothes off. You're getting at it at around 6:30.
6:55,
and then about 6:37 you put your clothes back on.
Oh, look at the time. I got to get back to the wife.
Yeah,
your dad doesn't like it when you're gone till 7. No, but back to the point, Richard. This is a 35-year-old guy, I'm guessing, and a 21-year-old lady.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's not too far apart. It's like 14 years.
Yeah, but that's a huge Maturity difference.
What's the half plus 7 on 35?
So 35 would be
so say 34,
17, 24.
Half 34.
Yeah,
So
actually
17,
25.
22. Ooh.
No, your math is awful. It'd be 25. Half of 35 would be 17. You got to round up though, so it's really 18 plus 7 is
Oh
25.
yeah, you're right. My math is awful.
Yeah.
Oof. I was trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work for this fine couple.
I'm not.
And then you come along with your bullshit.
Yeah. Well,
I think you should host them.
no, I mean, that'd be like me trying to date a 21-year-old, and that is not going to happen.
I wouldn't
Like-
want to. Oh God, there's no way.
No.
No way.
Well, let's go out, get drunk. It's like, it's Tuesday.
Oh my God. Even if I was single, there's no way on this world.
Richard, at this point in my life, if for some reason Tiffany left me and I decided, you know
I'm
what?
done. That's it.
I'm done, first off, yeah. But if I'm like, I kind of feel like I want to be with somebody, I'm going to find like a 68-year-old. And that's what I'm going to go out with. Dinner at 3.
Mom, Dad, I'd like you to meet
Gertrude. Gert, that's a weird name. That's an old name. Yeah, it's a real old name, Mom.
Yeah, because she's real old.
Here, I wanna have dinner at her place. This is a weird. Like, does she work here at the nursing home?
Why
Or
is all
picking
the
her
food soft?
up? Why are we eating dinner at 3? But yeah, 68.
Well, we have to keep the window from 5 to 7 open.
Oh man, yeah, 68. That's what I'm going for.
Ideally, you're older to a way older, male or female, and you have a place and blah, 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 and available some nights. Not opposed to you seeing potentially.
Oh, they want you to peek through the crack. In the door.
Or not opposed to you seeing potentially a participant if the vibe is comfortable.
You know what this is, Richard? This is two people that's going to show up at some like 68-year-old's house. He's going to be like, oh my God, I've always wanted to have a threesome. And they're going to be like, yeah, you watching? And then whack.
Yeah.
And
then they take all his shit.
Yeah. And then the grandkids show up and say, Pop, where's all my stuff that you said I could have?
Where are your clothes, Pop?
Funny story, Tim. Pop wanted to get a little adventurous. And let's just say, didn't go very well.
Pop tried to be the alpha. Turns out he was a beta. Anyway, shake my hand.
Ow, don't squeeze it so hard, Timothy.
What are you, like 8? Fuck.
Sorry, Pop. Dad said I shouldn't shake hands like a pussy. I never liked your dad. Isn't he your son? Yeah.
So they want a comfortable, clean room available or to choose from.
Oof.
We have done this before and enjoyed the experience, just not looking to go far, as we both live in the area and like to meet up discreetly. If you live there and have interest, then send us an email with a little bit about you and a picture so we can chat from there to discuss things.
Where's this at? Like what state?
I believe this is in
Missouri. Send in an email now.
No, this is in Florida.
Oh, of course. Florida, the home of swingers.
Is it?
I think Florida and like Texas. There's a lot in Texas. I listened to a swingers podcast for like a short period of time.
Did you?
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, he says.
I was like, hey, Tiffany, listen to this.
Say it again and say it louder so that way you're heard throughout the house.
Yeah, and Tiffany's like, hey, I'll listen to one. I'm like, yeah. She's like, shake my hand. I shook it. She squeezed too hard. She's like, that's exactly why we're not doing this.
Turn it on.
Okay.
No, I think that's fucking genius. Be like, they're basically looking, they're like, hey, we just need a room. Like, if you could just give us a room, and as a bonus, if you want to watch, that's cool. And if you're like hot, then...
Is that like a lifestyle thing? Like, is that how they're trying
to... I have no idea.
I don't know.
But you're absolutely right. This is totally the potential for, like, fucking Bonnie and Clyde to show up and rob you blind while they tie you naked ass up on the bed.
No, this is a horror movie, because that's where, like, the dude and the chick show up and they're, like, kissing a little bit, and It's like some older dude's like, oh, why don't you kiss her? You kiss her, she'll like it. And so he's, oh yeah, and she gets on your lap. It's like, oh yeah.
So this is like, so basically it's like Knock Knock, but with old people.
Yeah, it's like,
but Keanu Reeves is like 85 years old.
Getting hard. And then they tie him up and they make fun of him. And then they throw like those little rings on his penis because he took the Viagra. He's like, he wanted a good time. But then she brings it around there and then steal his stuff. And
they rob you blind and like, don't worry, we'll call before the 4 hours is up.
Yeah, they take pictures too. Like, if you tell anybody, we're going to post it on the internet. That's why you always put your own dick pics on the internet.
Beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
Fuck
Tricks on you
guys.
Here, untie my hand so I can shake your hand.
I thought that was a great idea. I thought that was genius and kind of sweet, and you fucking ruined it.
Well, it's the internet, Richard. Like, it's anything too good to be true is too good to be true. If you're like, oh my God, this will be a hot, fun time. It won't be, Richard. You'll probably die.
God damn it.
Yeah. Dear Hustler, I never thought this would happen to me. Because I'm dead and I couldn't write this and send it to you.
There were a couple here. Before I get to some really good ones, there were a couple here that I wanted to mention simply because I feel like they're relatable. Okay?
Podcast host looking for a new co-host.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to skip that one.
Okay, good. I didn't hope you found that one.
Looking for a masculine buddy for a passionate man-on-man soft-core bromance.
What is a soft? Do we have a soft-core bromance? I mean, we've seen each other naked and we've shared a bed, so
not at the same time. Separate incidents.
I was wondering if you're gonna pick that up because technically we've shared a bed.
Yes, we have.
Times.
Not at the same time. Separate times. These things happened.
But again, what is a softcore bromance? Is that like just like snuggling?
I think so. That's what it sounds like. I mean, it sounds like, just a couple guys that want to cuddle.
I don't know if I'd ever cuddle with you.
I don't know if I'd cuddle with somebody off of some rando off of Craigslist.
Yeah. Like, in what situation would you be like,
you wouldn't cuddle with me? I'm fucking lovable.
I know you are, but I'm trying to figure out, like, in what situation I'd be like, let's snuggle. Because girls do that, right?
What if, like, something really bad happened to you?
But I don't know if
something really, really bad happened to you, and you come to me and you're just looking for comfort, and you're just like, fucking beside yourself.
Well, if I come up to you, Richard, I'm like, oh my God, my pop, I just found out my pop was murdered because these two people came to his house and tied him up. And I start bawling and you embrace me in a hug. Like, that's fine. But in that moment, if you're like, hey, do you want to take this to the bed? Like, you just ruined that moment for me.
What about this? What if I'm sitting on a bed and you're explaining all this to me and you fucking break down and you fall and you like throw yourself on the bed like you do in one of your like hysterical fucking hissy fits. And then as you're laying on the bed and you're fucking sobbing your eyes out into a pillow, I come up behind you and I'm like, dude, it's cool. And I'm like rubbing your back, like trying to comfort you. And then we just kind of like hug each other.
That'd be
like,
okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But if I look up and your clothes are off, I feel like, hey,
I feel like that's organic.
It's a softcore bromance. Only one of us is naked.
Shawn, you didn't have to take your clothes. I understand you're hysterical, but you need to take your
Papa! Why'd you have to take the Viagra? Shawn, Shawn, did you take Viagra? Like before you found out about this news?
Did he crush your hand? He crushed my hand. Looking for a masculine buddy for a passionate man-on-man softcore bromance, down low, handsome business suit man here, and have to be totally discreet. Now, why does he need to be discreet for a softcore bromance? Why does he have to say
businessman suit? That seems kind of uppity.
Like, I'm just a guy, like, if I'm just a guy that wants to, like, like, hug my best friend on a bed, why do I need to be discreet about that?
Well, why do you have to be in a business suit?
My wife already suspects we've done much worse. So I don't understand what there is to be fucking discreet about, is my point.
She's like, every time you get off, you say, love you. Like, what does that mean?
That really does happen. 100% that really does happen.
Like, what would that be? Would that be like ultra soft core bromance? Or is that like just
Nah,
not
I
even
don't
core
know.
bromance? Just bromance.
That's just a bromance. We've had this podcast for 5 years. Like, let's define what the.
Well, 6 years. Not that anybody's counting.
God damn it. I think we just established who's the man in the relationship, though.
You'd wear the business suit, but I'd be masculine.
Not wrong. Let's see. This next one is the headline. The header is buddy with benefits or bromance.
That's a slippery slope. Because if you show up like, okay.
I feel like that's not a slope. I feel like that's an incline.
Yeah.
Like, buddy with benefits and bromance, I feel like you're standing on, it's not a slope, it's an incline. You're not going down, you're going up.
Because it's like, okay, here's your options. It's buddy with benefits or bromance.
Yeah.
Like, well, I came here for the bromance. And then a half bottle of whiskey later, your buddy's like, hey, you want some benefits?
Want to be a buddy with benefits?
Oof.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you meet a girl and then she's like, hey, we're friends with benefits because we sleep around. And then all of a sudden she's like, well, yeah, but I mean, we could do that, or we could just have like a relationship. We could be boyfriend and girlfriend. Like that's not a.
I was thinking it'd be more like, hey, we could be best friends and go see movies, or we can fuck.
Yeah.
And
yes. That's the analogy I was going for. Yes.
So like, okay, let's say that's how we establish our friendship. I'm like, Richard, like, I think we get along. Like, listen, we could have a bromance. You're like, oh, that sounds cool. I'd be like,
that's
or
cool.
We could be buddies with benefits. You're like,
see, exactly. Like buddies with benefits sounds that's a whole different different
like,
context.
Shawn, unless that benefit is you paying for my movie and a dinner every now and then, I don't know if I want that. Because think about it. Like, let's say that was like already established, right? You're like, I mean, Shawn wanted to, do some stuff, but like, I was like, no, let's just be bros. And he's like, okay, cool. He drove me all the way to the East Coast. It's like, Richard, it's a long drive.
You totally did that.
I did do that, yeah.
And I didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, I was like, you look sleepy. Put your head in my lap. Oh, you're right. I am sleepy.
That's why starting next month, we're changing the name of the podcast to Language of Buddies with Benefits.
I was going to say the awkward part was this is when I found about your grip because, you reach down there like, oh, look, a banana. Ow!
We almost died.
And I didn't climax.
By discreet guy here, looking for guys who are looking for more than a one-time thing. I'm looking for guys that are into being passionate with another guy who likes kissing and cuddling in the bedroom. But outside, we are just close friends. I am looking for guys my age or younger, and then he rattles off his stats. He's 45, 5 feet, 5 inches, 160 pounds with a 32-inch waist.
Oh, damn, that's a short dude. 5'5" pretty short.
I'm 5'7".
He's like, I want a bro that can lift me up on his shoulders and bro
with a manly handshake and hands that can crush my windpipe. But yeah, I feel like you're opening with sex and you're trying to I feel like you're reversing the carrot and the stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it this way. Like, let's say for us, like, let's say it's opposite sex, right? So, like, you work at a place and there's, a girl that works there. And she's like, hey, like, I'm looking for somebody who wants to, like, go check out movies or play games. And, or we could just be friends with benefits. Like, whoa. Like, I'm married. And my wife's grip, I don't know if you've seen it, but it is ridiculous. Like, it can rip a banana in half. So let's just be friends.
I don't want that to be my banana, if you know what I'm saying.
And if you went to tell your wife that, like, listen, I'm going to go hang out with Samantha because, and she's like, wait a minute. Samantha? The girl that gave you the teeter-totter thing? Yeah. But no, we're just friends. Oh, bullshit, you are.
What about discreetly? Well, discreetly, that's whole different. Ow! This one, I like the intro because so the header is any retro around here.
Anybody like the 90s? Oh, God.
Hey, kids, were any cool parties this weekend? Okay, so I feel like I don't know if this is just a misconnection or if this is just some dude on a fucking rant.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so here's the whole thing. So like I said, the headline is any retro around here. What happened to the full bush? Ladies these days looking like a plucked chicken down there. So a little hair might get in a man's teeth, but the reward certainly outweighs the risk. Ladies, feel free to respond.
Signed, Pop Pop.
This man won the internet.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we've already talked about that. We're like, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah, I could care less.
Me too.
I could care less.
I'm not 70s. Like, that wouldn't be a bad time to live.
Right?
Just kind of part it.
Okay, so this one's just I don't know where to go with this. It's not odd or anything. It's not like, like weird or kinky, but okay. Hi. I am the guy whose house you tried breaking into this morning around 9:30 a.m.
All right, so this is a true misconnection.
Our conversation was short. You only said, oh my gosh, as you saw me staring back at you through the door blinds. Still, I feel we made a good connection, separated only by inches, the door, and the two locks you were trying to pick. I gave you 15 minutes to make your getaway. You're welcome, by the way. I don't know if you were with a professional crew, but please don't try to break into my house again. I'd hate to shoot your cute freckled face.
Oh, Jesus.
However, if you're up for a legal encounter, I'm game.
You know what? Follow up on this story. They've been married for 26 years.
And now they break into houses together. What they do is they look for a mutual place that they can have sex.
I was gonna say they try to find like a lonesome old man named Pop Pop and find him a connection.
Poor Pop Pop. Pop popping his pussy handshake. There's your title.
Oh man, was that your last one? Or you got another one for us?
I've got. I can do one more. Let's see. This one does have a picture with it, but I'll send you the picture later. This one says, "Hi." There's a picture of a looks like a CVS bag. Hi, you left your 36 value pack of condoms and your organic multi-grain whole wheat bread at my farmer's market table this past Saturday. You included the receipt for the condoms, which both shocked and delighted me. I really had no idea condoms were this expensive. Shocked because although these look like really good ones, they set you back almost $40.
Holy shit.
Delighted because if no one claims them, I'm exchanging them for 4 tubes of Maybelline Great Lash Mascara and some sunscreen.
Yeah, good deal.
I didn't see you, nor did any of my employees, but I imagine you to be a male, born in the 90s of 2000s, optimistic yet cautious, health conscious.
Because these were Magnum, and trust me, not a Magnum.
Health conscious, yet carb loving, maybe a long distance runner, would make sense in the stamina department as well. Or maybe you're in a band. I asked around, but no one was admitting anything to me. I learned that people don't appreciate being asked if they misplaced their condoms. And really, I was just trying to help. And bust your balls, but only a tiny bit. I just feel like if I ever spent $40 on condoms and $6 on a loaf of bread, and then lost them while buying a $7 juice, I'd be so mad. So let me know if these are yours, and I'll bring them this weekend to the market.
She needs a lost and found to just have that sitting there. No, if I left my $40 worth of condoms, I'd go pick them up.
I'd be fucking jamming back. Be like, who has seen the box of condoms?
That guy practices safe sex.
Magnum condoms.
Show both of us up. No, listen, we're just into softcore bromance. It's fine. We just do this just in case.
Sometimes he gets sad and needs to cuddle.
We put these on just as precautionary measures.
Play safe. That's what I always say. That's my motto. Hi, I'm Richard. Ooh, that's a hard handshake.
Listen, I can't handshake very well. Pull your pants down. You got bananas in this stand? Let me show you what I can do.
I crush my bread.
Zucchini, that's all you got? It'll do. Crunch. Now imagine that's a penis. Oh, Richard, I love these because it just shows us what's out there in the world.
Yeah,
and,
right?
You know, you think like, oh my gosh, like this is a weird, weird world. Maybe I'm a weird person, but hearing these, you find out that not as weird as you think.
I hope all these people find everything that they're looking for.
Oh, except my pop.
Oh, and except the douchey dude, Michael.
Oh yeah, I hope he gets
fuck
run
that
over
guy.
by a car.
That guy. Fuck that guy. That guy's
Unless he is the Archangel Michael and he's trying to help people.
But we both know that's more than likely not the case.
I mean, like 60-40.
I feel like the Archangel Michael would not sound so douchey over Craigslist.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like the Archangel Michael would not come down descend from heaven in order to teach women how to have multiple orgasms. That's just me.
He would definitely use Angie's List too, not Craigslist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the other thing. Be careful about who you hire as a handyman.
Oh, yeah.
Or an organ tuner.
More than you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
It might be good, though. You might be like, hey, I wanted my organ tuned and I got my dick sucked.
Win-win.
Organ's still broke. By that,
I mean the organ's still broke, but I don't give a fuck.
All right, Richard. Well, what are some Richard's closing thoughts for our misconnections?
I think I just summed it up. Be careful who you hire as a handyman or an organ tuner. Check in on your pop because he might be in trouble. And
but knock just in case he's not in trouble. And
if you accidentally leave condoms and bread at the farmer's market, just go back and get them because maybe you'll find exactly what you're looking for.
Love it. All right. Well, let me do a little bit of housekeeping as we're tidying up. Go to our websites at languageofbros.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at languageofbro. Email us at bros@languageofbros.com. You can like us on Facebook, and there are a couple ways to help support the show. You can always spread the bromance by liking, retweeting, or sharing our show. And you can also share it on Reddit as well. Pick up some of that LOB merchandise at the TeePublic store. And if you want to take that big, huge, giant step and not be one of our misconnections, go to our Patreon accounts, www.patreon.com/languageofbromance. Pay for this entire show out of pocket, so it always helps to kind of have a little bit of cash money thrown our way to keep it ad-free. And we'd like to thank our patrons, Wendy, Aaron, and Shane.
Love it. You all, three of you, are amazing people, and I'm sure that you all don't have any misconnections because your light radiates and envelops others. And I hope you all don't need Michael to teach you how to have multiple orgasms.
That's true.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, is there anything else before I close her out?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, that's all the bromance we have for the show. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Richard.
And don't be a why.
Be
a why.
Why
not? Wait, I can have multiple orgasms?
You can.
Okay. Ow!
All you have to do is take my course.